semen retention, body gains, in the favor of the Most High. Yes, this is what people, NPCs, people who sold they energy to the system, people who can't elevate. This is what they're jealous of. This is why they hate. This is why they do the noise campaigns, the gang stalking. This is why the angels didn't like Adam, because the favor of the Most High, man. And when you're doing God's work, then his favor is all on you. Wherever you about to go, the Most High send angels before you, and people start to show you favor. When I was at the port, we all had to line up in the line, like 200 of us. And this guy named Marcos, he used to come and pick people out who was going to work for the day. If he didn't pick you, you was going home. He'll always pick me, even if I was all the way back at the back of the line. He'll always say my name. I walk past all them people, they'll be looking mad. I was like, man, they gonna think I'm a spy or something because he just showing me too much love, man. I'm telling you, the favor of the Most High. Every time I ever went to the county jail, man, every time, I always was shown favor from the blacks and the Mexicans, because I was always the type of person who would be up in the prayer circles. And if you know anything about the LA County Jail, them prayer circles are held by gangbangers, man. When you up in jail and you facing time, man, you automatically start believing in something. You hear what I'm saying? So everywhere I went, I was shown favor. I moved to Inglewood on Queen Street and Fur, right up in Queen Street hood, but it was Inglewood families over there at the time. They was both together. This before they started beefing. Man, I moved over there and they all was the homies, man. They already knew me as the guy who was with the word. Always, not a square or anything like that. I might have had a blunt, but I was always telling cats about the Most High. The grape streets, the front streets, hard dudes, man, riders. Riders, man, the bounty hunters. Yeah, I'm able to walk through these different neighborhoods because I know certain people, and these people know me as a guy who's with the Most High. You see what I'm saying? The average guy wouldn't be able to go to the places that I go. You hear what I'm saying? But these same guys that people call maniacs and crazy and gangbanging killers and thugs and all of that stuff, I see the Most High up in them. And when we start to talk, I bring it up out of them, man. I remember this dude from Hoover. He had all types of tattoos on his face everywhere, man. He was a straight rider from Hoover. And everybody went to court. They was calling people out the tank, and it was just me and him left. And we started talking, man. At the end of it, he was crying and all of that, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, God shows me favor. God shows my family favor. Whenever we needed to rent out an apartment, God put it on the landlord's heart to let us rent that place out, man. We always had the money on time. We always had the food on time. Now I've made a lot more money way faster. But when I was making that type of money, I couldn't sleep at night, man. I was always thinking I was going to either get robbed or the police was going to come. I was always kind of like anxiety, depressed. It's like the more money I started making, the less I started buying. I started becoming a money hoarder. Yeah, man, a money hoarder. Like you wouldn't even think that I had the amount of money that I had. You hear what I'm saying? Unless you came up in my place, then it's a different thing. But I was just so depressed, man. It seems like I knew that it was going to be taken away, but with the Most High, I go to sleep feeling good. I wake up feeling good. I know that none of the stuff that the Most High give me is going to be taken away. It was a time when I see the police rolling up and parking in the parking lot, I automatically start panicking and all that. I couldn't even help it, man. I start hiding things and just getting nervous, man. But now when I see the police, I just be like, oh, I guess they doing their job or something. Because everything in my life is legal. You hear what I'm saying? Everything in my life is legal. I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's people that's running around right now like a chicken with their head cut off, man. Yeah, they don't know what to do because they separated from the programmers who was giving them instructions, but the Most High is giving us our instructions. He's leading our footsteps. And his favor is all up on us. Man, I had God's favor when I was young, man. When I was young, from my mom's prayers, had I always had God's favor on me. I always had a good heart, even if I was, from the hood. I always had a good heart. So when I go places like juvenile hall, I was always like the trustee. I always had all of the food and all of that type of stuff. The staff was always cool with me. The judge always leaned on my side, gave me things like camp when I deserved CYA and things like that, man. I'm telling you, once you got God's favor, it's gonna make people jealous. This is why they gang stalk. This is why they hate. This is why Satan hate. Because they have to bow down to us, man. See, that's God's favor right there. So strong that even the angels are meant to bow down to us. So that's what I work for, man. Money is easy, man. Money is real easy to get. Once you figure out that program on how to get the money, which is real easy to get, man. It's all around us. The money is it's real easy, man. So once you done already tasted all of the steaks and went all of the places and bought the expensive colognes and slept with the beautiful women's and stuff, man, you see that that's all just materialistic, low vibrating. And then you search for the favor of the Most High. See, because this is what's gonna keep you alive, man. I'm telling you, there was people that I talked to, like Big G from Bellhaven Bounty Hunters. He was like, I was his nephew, man. You hear what I'm saying? But this dude is not a nice guy to people who's not from Bellhaven Bounty Hunters. I hope you understand the type of people that I'm talking about I got a pass with dudes from Florencia. I'm talking about when they was really beefing with black people. I was still able to walk down Florence. You hear what I'm saying? Not because I'm big and I'm bad and I'm hard or nothing like that. You hear what I'm saying? It was just the favor that the Most High put on me. I got God's favor, man. So when I was walking down Florence, they wasn't looking at me like I was crazy and stuff. And you see, when you got God's favor, he connects you to the people that's positive, that's high vibrating. There's high vibrating police officers, high vibrating Mexicans from racist gangs. Yeah, there's high vibrating South Flows. There's high vibrating Hoovers, high vibrating Swans, high vibrating Grape Streets. There is, and that's who God attract me to. Those people. You hear what I'm saying? He attract me to the ones that understand. Although they still gangbangers, although they still in the streets, they still got a certain humanity, especially like the essays. I remember I went to Wayside, right? And the police, I really feel that they tried to get me because they put me up in the dorm, I promise. It was a dorm and it was only me as a black and another black dude, but he was a black essay. You hear what I'm saying? So soon as I go up in there, I'm like, oh man, they all look at me like all of their heads get up and they start whispering. And I'm like, oh man. You hear what I'm saying? And then it was a black dude. And he came up to me to like check me out and see where I was from and all of that stuff. And I was like, man, I'm with the Most High, man. I'm not with no gangs. I don't even, agree with all of that type of stuff. I feel that we all should be together and the Most High. And I gave him a couple of Bible scriptures. And man, some essays came over to me, man, and they wanted to pray, man. Oh, everything. I became the prayer dude for like 3 days up in there. I was only in there for 3 days, but for them 3 days, I was the prayer dude, man. They gave me a pass, man. Nobody didn't really mess with me like the real essays. They kept away, but it was a couple of essays coming up to me like, yeah, Holmes, my grandma. My grandma, she read the Bible and all of this. Oh, and at that time, one of the main reasons they really was talking to me is because I was in the esoteric also, and I was telling them how to get out. I was telling them, man, you better start fasting. I was telling them about the witchcraft foods, and they was feeling me. Why? Because the Mexicans, through their grandmas and all of that type of stuff, they got a strong connection with the spirit and stuff like that, man, especially up in LA. Yeah, the favor of the Most High. I'm about to go to sleep, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back at you with another video. Peace.